All righty. Good afternoon, Benton Harbor, for another Thursday here with Chat with the Chief. I am Director Dan McGinnis. That's Chief Abrams, Benton Township. Today is July 31st, 2025. And again, you're here with Chat with the Chief. Good to be back. Um, Chief Abrams, sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Director. How are you doing? I heard you got a lot on your plate going on right now.
I am okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
There's a lot going on. My heart is heavy for some of the things I'm seeing in our community, and just trying to figure out how we can solve those issues and help people. So that's the short answer.
I
My
got
dad raised me, never let him see you sweat. So that's where I am. But you look about as pensive as I am right now. What's going on with you, sir?
Yes, sir. So putting together community events is no easy task. There's so many moving parts. Um, there's so many people you need to talk to for authorization purposes, and it's just a lot of moving parts. But as far as I'm concerned, the show must go on. And as you said before, Director, adapt, improvise, overcome. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm knocking the roadblocks down as they come, regarding my car show that I'm trying to schedule for August 23rd. But so far, so good. I'm looking good right now, and I'm going to keep pushing toward it. And hopefully, the next show we have, I'll be giving out more information, and I'll have flyers, and hopefully, I have posters and announcements. But so far, so good. It's just
So
a lot
since
of work.
we're here, Chief, let's just jump in, kind of give an update of the car show when it is. This is the Ben Harbor Benton Township Community Car Show. That we're, one of the thing. You know what? Never mind. So okay, give a car show. And what I was gonna say is, you have people who come to our meeting and complain that we don't do nothing to reach out to the community, but when we do stuff, then that's not enough.
Right.
I'm not going there right now, so I'm trying to remain positive. This is something again. I would challenge anybody to find one a weekly podcast where a chief of a community comes on to give updates to the community. I would also challenge somebody to find where you have two communities, two separate municipalities who come together as work as one and come on weekly to update their communities. And then three, and I'm not a race car guy, but you got two black chiefs who love their communities that have come together as one to give them updates and to be transparent. And even to some people, that's not enough. That's not where I'm trying to go, but here is something that is monumental as far as the task to include both Ben Harbor, Ben Township, just like NNL when we get to. And I think most people do appreciate it, but every once in a while, those little gnats in the ointment are more annoying than others. So
Right.
anyway, without my little rant diatribe, let's get an update on the car show that we're going to have for our community, for our citizens to enjoy.
So for right now, I'm not going to give specifics, but I'm, we're going to have anywhere between hopefully 200 to 300 vehicles that will be displayed. That's going to be at the car show. It's going to probably run from about 11
Wow.
a.m. to 4 p.m. Um, but pretty much I have the fire department involved. I have food vendors that's going to be at the scene at the site as well. I'm still working on a few other logistics, but that's just a little something. So it'll be food out there to eat. We're probably going to have free water, and those who do you know help sponsor the car show. We'll put their name on a T-shirt that Big Ron's going to be taking care of from Big Ron's Auto and Towing, and we'll be giving those to some of the sponsors as well. And we're probably going to give out some of our, Benton Township Police items like, the children, like coloring books, crayons, kind of like we do at National Night Out. So
Okay.
it's coming on along. I got good people on board helping me with this, as well as yourself. And we just trucking on toward it, but we getting there.
So, Chief, let me ask you, as far as food trucks, what do we have anybody locked in yet as far as food trucks that we can expect?
Um, so we have one called Mr. Munchie. I never really heard of them, but that was suggested by someone who's helping to put the car show on that'll be willing to come out there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Larkin Girls are going to be out there as well.
Okay.
I know we can only fit so many on that site, with all the vehicles and pedestrian traffic we're gonna have.
Can I make one suggestion slash request? Can
What's
we
that?
reach out to Hope Lewis, so she can get the elephant ear trailer?
I was already thinking about that already. I was like, I need a snack, and I would probably more or less eat an elephant there before I sit there and eat rib tips because I'm trying to run this thing. So yeah, I'm I'll get Hopi a call. I'm sure she's a longtime friend. I'm sure she won't have any issues setting up out there.
Absolutely. And if anybody out here that's listening, if you know Hopi and see her, you tell them the Chiefs was talking about her. We got to have the elephant ear truck out at the car show. Please, please, please. If I got to go by her house, I'll do that. But
And
she is,
I'll make room for it. I
we'll make
promise.
room.
I'll
We'll
make
make
room.
room for her. Okay. Well, it sounds like that's going to work out. And we were talking before we came on of maybe as through the years or next year, we alternate locations. So like this year, it'll be in Township at Slumberland. Next year, City. Year after that, Township. I think that's a good idea. So it kind of gives, touches both communities, and we all have a part in that. So I'm excited about it. I'm not a car show person per se. I'm not a car person. I do have an old Camaro that I could bring out, but
Is that
I just love
the
when people
red
come to her.
convertible with the black
You,
top?
you remember that?
You still have that?
I still had that, man. I barely drive it. My family has driven that car more than me. So here's something. This will make me feel better. Here's something I'm proud of. That Camaro. I got 4 kids. All 4 of my kids have driven that car.
Really?
Yeah, all 4 of my kids have driven that car, from 36 down to 15.
So
So that's a
that car's
small
a lot of
thing.
sentimental value.
Yeah. So
How long have you had it?
I bought that car in 2001.
Okay. So you've had
And
yours longer than I've had. My Mustang. I've had it for 17 years so far. The
and
only
my
car I've ever
Camaro's, it's in the garage now, and honestly, I've had it that long. You could probably, I may have driven that car maybe 20 times since then. So I say my family drives it more than I do. I was going to tell my son to get out of the garage and put some miles on it to get it going. I do my annual thing, carburetor cleaner, fuel cleaner, clean it up. But yeah, I'll probably bring my Camaro. I rode it last year. Last year in the Blossom Time Parade when I was one of the marshals there. So, but
had.
I know car shows are very popular. I know we're going to get people not just from Benton Harbor, from all over, because I think there's like a traveling circuit people go to, and they're proud of their car. There's some cars. I'm not a motorcycle person, but man, I've seen some cool motorcycles. So I'd
Yeah.
love to see that. I'm a big I'm a museum guy. I get on my wife's nerves because I'm like a kid in a candy store with a museum,
Mhm.
any kind of museum, car museum, art museum, Egyptian museum. I just love museums. So to me, car shows, looking at cars, older cars, new cars, is like a open museum, and I just get big eyed and happy. That's what I'm saying. If we can get elephant ears and maybe cotton candy, you know what? I'm a happy camper at our car show.
Hey, didn't you guys do cotton candy before?
We had cotton candy at National Night Out 2 years ago by one of the
Hmm.
groups that came to help us. I don't remember what happened. I'm not sure. But yeah, I would love to get cotton candy. I think they did it and they were making it there.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't realize, hey, Gail, how you doing? We appreciate you.
Yes, we
They
do.
didn't realize the number of people that we get,
Uh-huh.
because we did over 800 snow cones, which means they did probably, even if you took half of that, they'd have made 400 cotton candy thingy jiggies.
Uh-huh.
So um, they weren't back last year. I haven't talked to Miss Martin to see if they're going to come back this year, but cotton candy would be absolutely phenomenal. Although it's definitely not good for you. It's literally spun sugar and dye.
I know, right?
It's still delicious. I don't care
Uh,
what you say.
Not a
Yeah, I
cotton
lost
candy
weight,
fan.
But give me elephant ears and cotton candy. Leave me alone.
I can't do cotton candy, man. I feel like I'm eating the cotton. I just can't do it. It don't feel right in
Yeah,
my mouth, man.
yeah,
It just don't feel right.
yeah. Uh,
Mr. Short, having Mr. Short, he uh, he did I think the Goodwill backpack event there on TV last week, and I reached out to him and made
okay.
sure I gave a donation, as well. So
Mr.
thank
Short
you, Mr.
here.
Joshua Short, there from NBC, right? Yeah, it's got to be
Okay.
WNDU.
Man. So Sister Chaikin, if I'm saying that correctly, Gail, should how about snow cones? So, oh,
Gotcha
so
again, huh?
you know what? We're here for our citizens to have feedback with us. So, Gail, let me kind of give you history of the snow cones here for us. Um, we have snow cones at National Night Out. I have my own machine that I bought. And first National Night Out, we brought out the snow cone machine. And the first one we did 300 snow cones. Then the next year we did 600 snow cones. Right now we're at about 1,000. We were 800 the year before, 900 plus last year. And the snow cone machine just makes my head explode. We have a team of 4 officers that will make the snow cone machine or to make the snow cones for the people. So honestly, and I'm mad at you, Gail, because it makes perfect sense to have the snow cone machine at the car show. So yes, ma'am, we will have the snow cone machine there. Thank you,
Oh,
but I'm mad at you, but
yay!
still thank you.
That was unexpected. Thanks, Gail. Appreciate you. Oh, just
Mr. Turner, can all right. So I'll let you take this one.
okay. It said, can some Mr. Turner says, can some of the locals put their cars into the car show? This car show is it's definitely gonna be on a first come first served basis. If the locals have a car they want to put into the car show, by all means, it's for the community.
Yeah,
Uh, Even though this is our first one, we do expect vehicles or car show entries to be from other areas. Um, but yeah, right now maybe I'm expecting 200 cars. I'm not 100% sure, as once the word gets out, but I know I have a cutoff because the area where we parking these cars are only so big. So that's
right.
not to say that someone still can't bring their vehicle and park it on the outskirts of the car show. I'm sure I've seen car shows outside of car shows.
Right.
Like an event gets to be so big where people park their cars away from the area, and it's almost like another mini car show outside of that one. So, yes, by all means, we're going to have anybody in the community that want to show off their piece, bring them.
Absolutely. Rich, thank you for reminding me about the Morton. I don't know when it's open, but I love history. I love museums, and we got one right here ourselves. And again, this is helpful because we get so busy. I forget about I got a museum basically right up the hill. And we have a beautiful history here. And people don't really realize how old Benton Harbor is. Um, I don't have the data that's found off the top of my head, but I know my house when I lived on Columbus, my house was 110 years old when I moved from it. It was built in 1910, and even back then, that was a young house. So, hey, we got good friend of mine, Jerry Edwards. How you doing, sir? Say good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon to you too, sir. Love Jerry. This Jerry. Oh, do we got a DJ for the car show? Here's our guy right here.
Okay. Okay. So I was working with a young man, trying to find somebody who wanted to DJ for the car show. He's charging me a fee, of course, and that's why I have to raise money for this thing as well.
Mm.
Um, I may have to maybe get with Jerry and see if he can be competitive with the other gentleman who stated that he wants to do the car show as well. Like I said, I'm putting all these are pieces of the puzzle that I'm putting together, and I'm learning more and more about what's out there as this program progresses.
So one thing I would add, and I know again Jerry, so I probably should remove myself from that because he's a friend of mine, so I know him and trust him. But the thing is, for music, it's got to be family friendly.
Exactly.
got to be family friendly. Radio version only, and that's even if we can get better than that. I'd rather have the Sesame Street version. None of that cussing stuff, none of that stuff. We ain't trying to get twerkism, none of that. So,
Well, it sounds
um,
like this gentleman I was talking about is going to play a lot of the old 50s and 60s, car show style of music that you hear every now and then. So maybe not music we might, you know, want to do no twerking to, but music that fits the scenery more or less.
all right. So, we got is this? Oh, hold on, Candace Kinsler. This is what I think this is. So she had a question. So Chief, repeat again what our date is for the car show.
Car show tentatively scheduled for August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
August 23rd. So I'm wondering, is this the Miss Candace that's related to my detective? Huh.
Possibility, huh?
Possibility. Yeah, we're all a small community. Here we go. Here's a question. Two semi tractors. Yeah, you know what? Let's stay on task. I'm not. Let's get. Here's Jerry. That's Jerry. Faux show. Sound good.
It's for the city, not cost. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm already loving that already.
Hmm. Okay. So that's our update on the car show. Let us now. Actually,
I see an
let's
ordinance question.
flip gears.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's
it's
right.
like we talking about oranges, and now we bring in rhubarb. So, National Night Out. That is so we were. I didn't realize because I lose track of time, Chief, that this is actually the ninth year of National Night Out. We started in 2016. And all right, so for those who don't know what National Night Out is, it's a national program where the first Tuesday in August, even in election season, election years, first Tuesday in August, uh, different community, the police departments around the country come together in their community with police, fire, generally it's really police, but we invite fire, EMS, and citizens, and we just kind of have a celebration. You know, everyone is different, and there had been long going National Night Out in St. Joe Township, I think also Berrien Springs. And
Mhm.
remember, we had started to come together at under Miss Artelia Martin, her leadership out at Benton Manor. Remember, we came together, and I think back then were you even were you a sergeant yet then when
I
we started
was
this?
when I first started out there, I was not a sergeant.
2016. You weren't a sergeant yet?
Nope, I had just made sergeant back in 2016.
Yeah, I think it was. Yep.
Yeah, I
So
had just made
now we're
sergeant.
talking 9 years ago. So
Yeah.
anyway, so we started it because the other communities had it. We're the biggest community. We're the biggest family. I'm gonna say because I love to find on 922. So ours is a joint between, of course, Benton Harbor and Benton Township. We work together because we're all one Benton Harbor, and we have it downtown Benton Harbor. And the first year we had, and this is how Miss Gail, I kind of keep track of the numbers, get an idea because we don't have an absolute count per se, but I keep track of the number of snow cones that we make. So, but realize not everyone gets snow cones. So the first year we did over 300 snow cones. So even our first year, we were bigger than those other National Night Out jurisdictions if you put them together. The second year we did 600 snow cones. Well, Chief, how do you know? Well, because when I buy sleeves of snow cones, they're 100 per sleeve. So
Hmm.
that's how I can count how many sleeves that we go through. So that's why last year, and now again, keep in mind, Gail, and those listening, not everyone gets snow cones. We get a lot of people, but not everyone. But last year, we did about 923 snow cones.
Mm, mm, mm.
We gave away over 800 book bags. That was just last year. So we can safely say we are well over 1,000 people that come to the Benton Harbor, Benton Township National Night Out. Um, I'm extremely proud of that, Chief. I don't think we get so busy we don't even, I think, consider the fact of how we've grown and how successful it is. And I think what I love about it, it's a huge family. I got my employees bring their kids and wife to National Night Out. Of course, you've been there. Your wife's been there. My wife's been there. Other officers' wives have been there. It's just a good time, and that's when one of the main things. And I'm gonna shut up now because you got me. I feel better. You got me going. The main thing I love about our town is when we come together. The feeling of family. It's almost like every time we get together, Juneteenth and National Night Out feel like a giant family reunion.
It does,
and that's what I love. So, Chief, you can jump in because I'm talking us to death.
No, you're fine because in regard to National Night Out, we it also includes military. A lot of people didn't know that National Night Out
Yes.
includes military installations as well within their communities that they're connected to. Yeah, it's been 9 years. This is a big deal. It's definitely grown, and it seems like there's something different, every year. Um, and who knows, as this thing continues to evolve, even after you and I, what it's going to evolve into. It's new chiefs or new leaders, new ideas. I'm just hoping that it just doesn't, fizzle out because you and I decide, you and I retire and go, and do something different, 'Cause
I think
this is my home.
yeah, I think we're gonna be fine because we have a succession plan in place. When I go, just count it. That's
Count it.
it. 2028 is it. That is it. I don't care if I gotta go and sell necklaces on the side of the road. That's it. 2028 when my daughter graduates. So anyway, that's the conversation for another day.
Yeah.
So it's going to be this Tuesday, downtown Benton Harbor City Center, 5 o'clock to 8 p.m. And again, I gotta mention the Rough Riders, who I've raved about them before. They'll be handling the food. We're giving away hot dogs, hamburgers. They have more than enough. They have their line going. These are men, role models that do a ton of stuff in our community. I love them. Tyrone Hassel, all those guys. So I know we give away bikes. Do we still do the candy drop? Because you banned from the candy drop.
Nope,
Right.
we're done. We're still doing the candy drop. We're not going to do it the way we used to. I think they're just going to bag them up and just throw the bag of candy instead of just the candy all over the place.
Yeah.
But that was kind of fun, man, watching them go down there like, UFC fighters for that candy.
So let me get a story. I got to put you out there. So the first time we did the candy drop.
Oh, shucks.
Somebody apparently, Chief Abrams, did it. He climbed up on top of our fire apparatus. I think it was the engine. I'm sorry, the ladder truck, and dropped the candy. However, and I guess we should accept some responsibility for this. We didn't explain it to Mr. Abrams here to take the candy out the bag. So he dropped a bag and down there and knock a kid out with the candy bag. So
no, that one was not me. I didn't drop a whole bag.
Yes, it was.
That's why you were removed from candy drop. The whole bag. We was like, nope, that was your guy, not mine. No, I was taking stuff out and just flinging. I was flinging candy outward, and it was, and we tried to do it by age group, but we kept getting the older ones in with the younger ones, man. And some of the people's wigs was flying off and braids getting detached. Kids crying. I was like, oh my God, I created the mess.
You created a mess. So you are banned from that.
Oh, shucks.
A more orderly and less injury prone candy drop.
We've refined that process a lot better now, so it won't be terrible. Last year was great. Last year was great.
Okay, so we hope to see you guys there. Again, we through the Barron County Foundation, we give away tons of book. Actually, it's way more stuff than book bags. We had so much stuff they gave away, table wise. They just kept rotating. So it's a good time, and these are quality bags. It's not like that junk that you might get for free gifts or those little stringy bags. These are actual backpacks. So
Yeah.
we look forward to you joining us and seeing us for National Night Out this upcoming Tuesday. Okay, Chief. Department updates. I'll start that real quick. We're going week to week. We've been monitoring, looking at burglarized vehicles and stolen vehicles and any type of patterns we may or may not have seen. I'm happy to report for Ben Harbor City side, they are down. Like we had just only one vehicle burglarized, which I hate saying only. I want to make sure that we're clear that we're not happy with any, but one is better than 4 or 5, as we've seen kind of patterns going. Look like the hot day was the 28th and the 24th. As far as actual stolen vehicles, 2. These, I'm sorry, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yep, 2. And these are kind of far apart. So remember we said citizens, we think there are more than one crew that's going around doing it. And looking at the address data, these are really kind of far. Sherman Court was one street, and then the 1200 block of Columbus was another. So we just want to remind you, again, the hot cars are still Kias and Hyundais. If you can, put your car keys when you get inside your home, key fob and what we call a Faraday bag, just a bag that can help mask the signal going out. Because we have guys that are, and you can get this from Amazon, and we want to remind you, make sure you spread the word to your friends and family. If you happen to see anyone in your neighborhood that might be standing with something in their hand that has like 2 antennas that go up like this, that is an interceptor where they're trying to intercept your signal that emanates from your key fob and car so they can clone it and steal it. So be mindful of that. And we're saying, okay, there's a profile of these kids that are stealing these cars. They're wearing dark clothing, usually a hooded sweatshirt, usually black pants, black hooded shirts. They got masks on their faces sometimes. At least one will have a backpack. So again, profiling is profiling. It is what it is. If we know the profile of those that might be trying to break into cars, and again, if you see that thing, I would almost say if you see someone standing in your area, in your neighborhood, and he's got that thing with the antennas, I would say call 911 on that. That's not to me, a call the non-emergency line, because they could be seconds away from stealing somebody's car. So we want to be mindful of that. So we're seeing the numbers are down for this week, but we still want to make sure that our citizens are vigilant at protecting themselves and being smart. Unfortunately, the problem is the average citizen doesn't think like a criminal, so they oftentimes leave themselves open because they don't think about being burglarized or robbed or being stolen from. So that's what we're trying to do, to remind you, just kind of protect yourself. And if you see something that makes you feel funny, I kind of say, makes your spider sense tingle, call us. Call the police, call 911. We'd rather get that call than not. Then something happens and you say, oh, shucks, man, I knew I felt that. I should have said something. Chief?
Well, as far as stats, I don't have stats for this week. My stats will be out next week. But I know that when it comes to larceny from motor vehicles or being needed motor vehicles, we've had a few, and most of the time it's been items that were left out in plain sight, where somebody saw something, they broke a window and they took it. We've only had a couple um, here lately, but still, it was because somebody just wasn't, they forgot, wasn't thinking, they left, I think it was a computer bag, passenger seat overnight, and somebody broke a window, actually took this one. So they're not just targeting the Hondas and Kias, for theft purposes. They're targeting all the cars, just to either take the car and or steal the contents of the vehicle.
Right.
So, and you made a good point. Don't leave birth certificates, social security cards, titles, anything with your personal information on in the glove compartment or the console. You don't need all that extra information in your vehicle, because once they get that, then of course you're going to have a bigger problem.
That's right. And we would encourage you, everyone, we have citizens who might be on fixed incomes. But if you can, and cameras are not relatively affordable these days. But if you can get some type of home security system, at least outside your yard, your porch. I'd even say I'm old school. I'd give me a pit bull too, but I just love dogs. But old school people are tend to still be afraid of houses if they think or suspect dogs might be there.
Right.
Barking dogs are kind of a double-edged sword, Chief. They can be an annoyance to neighbors when nothing's wrong. They also can be a great deterrent. So, above all, we want our citizens to be safe and be protected.
That's true.
So, we got good comments that have come in, Chief. I think I am good. Oh, I do want to say, and I try not to blend, but we're getting to that season, and for those who may not know, I'm also the head football coach at Ben Harbor High School. Our first game is on the 28th of August at home versus Battle Creek Central. We're in doing a total rebuild. I have a great staff. Again, I mentioned I'm going to start a podcast, Tiger Talk Football, that'll be separate from here. I just want to put out there, support Tiger football. We've been, I guess, growing as far as support because people have stopped me out in Myers and different locations, the farmers market, talking about they heard about the football team and they're excited for us and yada yada. So football's in the air. I know you're gonna be on the sideline with us, showing your face. And Tiger football is back, and we're looking at building a championship program. We have some other stuff coming up as far as camps for middle school. The orange and black game we're bringing back. That's going to be determined. It's going to be a week before our first scrimmage on the 21st. So we're just asking to come out and support Tiger football. I do want to say any Rocket player, middle school player, if they come on Friday and wear their Benton Harbor football jersey, will get free admission. All players that are Benton Harbor football players will get free admission. So we're trying to build a program, build support. And if you love our town, love our high school, love football, I have a challenge with Coach Sterling, state championship coach, mind you. I'm talking smack to him, which I'm like, hey, we're going to build a football program where we're going to be a football town, not a basketball town. So, and Coach Sterling really is quite honestly showed to be our biggest fan. So I thank God for him and his support. We do have a number of basketball players that are on the football team. So, that's my part of giving back to the community. Although, again, certain individuals say, well, that's just you. It's not enough. I got right now 35 plus young men that I get to touch every single day. And I got a great staff that the Lord has blessed me to be able to put together. So very quick about that. Again, I try to not mix the two, this job and that job, although they really are the same thing because all this is ministry to me. That's conversation for another day. But I am who I am. I do what I do. And I thank the Lord to put me in a position to be able to help young men be a role model and hopefully prevent them from being the next defendants and victims. So 28 Tiger football support us. Anything else, Steve?
No, you hit the nail around the head. I plan on being there supporting. It sounds like our new school superintendent must be big on. Sounds like she might be big on football as well.
Yes. So that's so sweet, Chief Honey. Yeah. So real quick, Chief, thanks for reminding me. So I met the superintendent on Tuesday. I'm gonna tell you, that woman is fiery. She's coming with the right spirit. I think she's gonna do some big things. She is a football fan, and I'm gonna tell you right now that I think it shows her character and her leadership that she came to Lakeshore to our 7-7 football scrimmage to support the guys. She talked to me. She gave a speech to my guys. She talked to some staff that were there. I am looking forward to what Dr. Simone is going to do She's sharp, passionate, fiery. I think they got an event coming up with the district to meet her on, I think, August 12th or 13th. I don't remember exactly the date. But please, please support our superintendent. I can think I speak for you, Chief. We support the school district 110%. And whatever we can do to help her to be successful, we want to do that. And I was going to actually invite her on the show the next couple of weeks or so to see if she'll come on. I think that she will. But yes, the superintendent, you're gonna like her. You're gonna like her, brothers. You're gonna like her a lot.
All right, let's bring her on. I haven't met her yet,
Okay.
but I'm looking forward.
Okay. All right. So, Ben Arbor, I thank you all. We had some other comments. I didn't post them all. But please share this video. We're on every Thursday on Facebook. Also, it goes simultaneously on the City of Ben Harbor's YouTube page, and spread the word. And again, we try to be as transparent as possible and share some things. And if there is nothing else, here's Deidre. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, I'm excellent. Yep. Yeah, chat with Chief. Chief, we are working on next month. Will be 1 year that we've done Chat with the Chief together.
We're gonna have a 1 year anniversary already.
Yeah, we started September 5th. We started together. So I think he's blessing us. So that's it. So Ben Harbor, that's it. We will see you next week at National Night Out. And again, if there's anything, reach out to us. Our doors are open. We thank you for your support. Again, spread the word, share the show. And if you have anything in your neighborhood, if you see something, say something. So until next week, we'll talk to you later. Same bat time, same bat channel. Take care, all.
Peace.